I'll tell you guys, every time I start recording, Jen starts bashing somebody on YouTube here, so who shall remain nameless. Oh, Missy Jen, you are so sweet, the Norwegian queen, the princess, stuff. So we tell you guys, you don't know the Missy Jen. I'm just joking, honey. Anyway, happy Saturday morning. It's about 10:30. Guys, we got some projects to do here today. One of the things that people noticed that the kitchen came to a standstill when I got the Fisher Paykel professional restaurant stove in, and I got the LG triple door fridge, and all the cabinets and all the granite countertops, and you can see all that stuff over the years, all those installs and everything on the channel. But yeah, I would go from room to room, get stuff just good enough to be habitable and be comfortable, and then move on to the next room. Because, well, when you strip every piece of drywall off and you insulate and you remodel as was done over here, and you'll see when I ever get around to showing you all the inside renovation work that was done here. This wasn't here before. This was a separate room over here with a wall that came over here and a little walkway into a laundry room. So we put a breakfast nook. Well, you know, by the time you do all that work, all that building, putting all the headers on the windows, putting all the new windows in, well, you're ready to move on to the next. So what we want to do now, Missy Jen, is what? We want to do the detail, some of the detail work that's got to be done here. To wit, today we got two things that we want to accomplish. Number one, if you look up here, we used to have a piece of plastic up here that well, it fell down on the floor with the wind, and it sucked it out up there because we got good ventilation, and because somebody opened the door to the house and it sucked it down and pulled it out there. So what we want to do now is go back to what was originally here. We're going to take that off. I don't want to buy another piece of plastic. And we got to be very careful today because we have the original piece of glass. It went up there. I'm still in the middle of getting this cleaned up and everything, but that's the original glass that went up there on top there. So we're going to try to reinstall that. It's frosted because if it wasn't, you would look up at the rafters and the roof beams and all that. And we certainly don't want to do that. Why don't you tell them what job number 2 is today in here?
By the handles.
Walk over and show them.
By the handles for the drawers here, because if you can see.
One of the things we ever had, show them how you have to open a drawer now. Yeah, it's really, like you're putting a lot of lateral pressure, torsion on that drawer, so we want to stop doing that. So Jen has counted what we need.
Doors here, you have to like.
Yeah, on this side you have to go real low to open that. Yeah, so you get to watch Jen bend over all the time.
It's
so
like it's very
spit it out, honey. Say it. Difficult. There we go. So we're gonna head down to the big box sticks now, pick up the stuff we need, and we'll see you guys back here when we get back. Bye bye. we did have some luck cutting this, so now we're going to make our mark in the other direction here. 7/8. It got a little aggressive on our first cut. We'll go ahead and score this one. This is pretty tough plastic here. Go ahead and score this. This will just be our mark for basically cutting here. Our cut line here. And do that. Just a really light score. Enough that we can see. I think that should do it. So we'll try this cut, and that should kind of be it. We want to go real easy on the end here. Tell you what, guys, eye protection is an absolute must when you're cutting plastic or glass. So we'll go inside, we'll dry fit it, and we'll see how she goes. So, all right, we'll see you back inside. There we go. I don't think, Jen, you're pretty happy. That's a pretty good fit up there.
Yeah.
Huh? And just to give people a shot, what we see up here when we're looking up through our ceiling. And a little view up top. This was a lot of wiring work I did. And people say, oh, that stuff should be all hooked down. Well, you don't have to when it's on the top of your ceilings. Just what they call a loose run. Is awesome. So we got a good fit here. We're going to pull this down now and spray paint her. All right, she's all painted, looking good. Might just need one more coat after a bit, and that should be good to insert. Professional painter Jen. So let's go inside and show you what we got cooking in here. One thing you don't want to have to do, guys, is measure every single cabinet when you do your work. So you create something called a jig out of either a piece of wood or cardboard. And you can actually lay that on there and make your marks, and it makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot more precision, and you can see how nice they turn out. You don't want to have it exactly down to cabinet level. You want a little bit of an offset there, and make sure you drill your holes cleanly. So we're going to get this bank of cabinets done. Just a little trick from contractor days. It makes stuff so much easier than sitting here diddling around and measuring and doing all that. So let's go ahead and get the rest installed on this course. There's a reason cabinet installers make pretty good money, because if they make a mistake, it can be really costly, and having to do a new cabinet. It's not like you just take it back to the shop. All these are craft-made cabinetry, which is really top-of-the-line stuff. Hard rock maple here, and if you misdrill, you know, you're going to have a hard time fudging that up. So we're all done the first course of handles here, perfectly level, as you see up top here on the stick, just the way I like it. So they're looking really good. They have that slight bit of offset from the bottom, which I like, so they won't ever interfere with anything down there. So, yep, we're going to keep rolling along here. And I guess next we're going to focus on this bank of drawers here, which will be pretty easy. We just make our first course, then measure carefully. We can just shoot a straight line down here with the well, we're not going to be able to really use this level's a bit too long, but we'll get a straight edge to put down there to make that make sure that's nice and plumb going down and square. That was really an easy install, that course. Just some nice perpendicular drops right there, and measuring down 1.5 from the top of each drawer. Made it super easy. So let's get over here on the corners. We're going to need one here, we're going to need one here, and two here. We can use our old jig, our truth stick here, cardboard, to go back and do our layout. And we'll do this drawer the same as these, an inch down. Find our center line and yep, take it from there. No room for errors on this job. Just like that, we are done. And Missy Jen, let me see, are you smiling? You're smiling there. You're definitely smiling. We've got all the cabinetry, all the handles on now. And I'll tell you, this is one of those jobs I really wouldn't recommend the average person take on, only because of the cost of the cabinetry involved. I worked for a contractor once that his cabinet install guy came in drunk and he didn't get the handles perpendicular, and they had to reface basically about $4,800, $5,200 worth of solid cherry fronts on cabinets because the guy mucked up all of the handles. So Jen, you can try them on the bottom. We've got so much easier for you now to get access, and underneath over here on the underneath the sink and everything. So that makes you very happy, which makes me happy. And then you don't have to worry about that, trying to reach low to open the cabinet and stuff. So that's a good thing. So everything turned out good, but you know what? We're not done yet. What do we still have to do?
We still have to do the switch
Da,
up
da, da,
there.
da. Da, 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 da. Well, Jen has painted several coats on the plastic,
Yeah.
so I'm going to get the ladder and we're going to get that installed, and we're going to call it a video. All right, guys, it's time for the final project, little finish here. We've got to put this up top side here, and I've painted it black on one side because I don't want any light to filter through at all. So we'll carefully install this up here without getting ourselves all mucked up and everything. We'll drop that in. You can see that's a pretty awesome fit there. And guess what? I don't think we have any light coming through at all.
Perfect.
Let me turn the lights off for a second, just so we can see. Painting that other side of it black really did a nice job. Yeah, so we have no light coming through at all. So we have now finished that. We don't have to worry about that ugliness anymore. Put the light on and we'll do the wrap up, guys. It's been a good day for Missy Jen and I. One of her dreams has come true, to live in a house where she could actually open a cabinet without clutching it underneath, or the sides, or open a drawer without sticking her finger in the side and pulling it out. As you can see, the stuff turned out beautifully here today. And I want to thank you guys for being along. And as usual, Missy Jen on cleanup crew and helping me today with the white painting and everything. You are the best. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Saturday on the Rancho, the work continues.